Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They begin with a run by Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Second down at 5. The throw for Tony is intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. On the move past the 40. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Jaguars sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Throwing, Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Second and 11. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. What a play there by the first-round pick.
And, Brandon, that's why you invest in a linebacker like this, not just his ability to make plays, but to make plays that get your defense off the field.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Agnew now to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Being chased, Abler, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Jones on 3rd down. Quickly into the hands of Fuller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
As long as you've been the air attack has gotten him down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Barkley again, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
After the sack on first down, Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Lawrence will throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Jones. Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And there you go, Charles. A guy you liked an awful lot coming out of college, I know, making the stop behind the line.
Yeah, I thought he had the best instincts of any linebacker I'd seen in about the last decade. Crashed together with some tremendous athletic ability. Not bad for the first month of his NFL career.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 11 at the 41. And Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Second down at 7. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff for Etienne. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go.
Lawrence on the sneak. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants are back within a couple of the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
Nobody can fight it. Hey,
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence.
And Ingram holds it in. And he will have the Jaguars 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, back drop.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Go.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
On third down, Robinson.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. On the return, here's Agnew. 35 yards that time on the punt. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Delta.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, Edgar. Hey, hold it. Leo, there.
Another try after the 1st down sack.
Lawrence
throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Hey, stand up, block it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Lawrence will try again after the pick six. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Hey, watch it.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Lawrence. Hard.
Here's Lawrence. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Go.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, high 7. Bravo. Hey, C6. Go.
On 3rd down, Lawrence eluding the press. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kayvon Thibodeau able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's a sneak with Jones.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, it's Barkley. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
136 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That's Foley Fatukasi into the backfield with ease and making the stick for a loss.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Giants, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.